Arsenal women's football team, a plane carrying them in Germany, the engine, I think it was the port engine, caught on fire over the weekend, and it raised concerns about safety, because we all think about these things, and we're asking, what should you do if you were in a similar situation? Well, who better to tell us than an absolute hero pilot? His name is Captain Eric Moody, and it is an absolute privilege to talk to him, because famously, Eric, you lost all 4 engines on your plane back in 1982 over a volcanic ash cloud, and 4 engines packed down, and you know, it all came good for you, thank goodness. So you've lived to tell the tale. What tales have we got to tell about planes and failure, catastrophic failure, and in this particular case, bird strikes?
Well, they're very common, Eamon. Birds are stupid. They fly up and they get caught in aeroplane engines, and they usually do more damage than just cause a fire. They break fuel pipes, and therefore it's impossible to turn the fuel off. And so you can't put the fire out. You've got to get the aeroplane on the ground as quickly as you can.
Now, we see the pictures from this flight in Germany at the weekend with the team on board, and very, very scary situation. There's major flames coming out of that. Of course, we don't have it. Well, there we are. We don't have it. So just imagine plane flames on the engine. How dangerous would that have been? And it was on the runway.
Very, very dangerous. That's the most dangerous part of a flight, is the takeoff and the rotation. Once you get in the air, you've got a chance. But quite honestly, fire is frightening, and you can't do much about it. You have 2 fire extinguishers on each engine, and if the bird strikes in the right place, I'm afraid you've got trouble. You've got to get it on the ground, get it out.
When your 4 engines packed up, you had to make an announcement to all the passengers on the plane. Obviously, you had to lead from the front and stay very, very calm. What was that like? And what did you say? Well,
I was a professional pilot. I learned to fly in the 50s when flying was really dangerous and sex was safe. When I retired in the 90s, it was on the other way around.
What a handsome young pilot you were.
Oh, there was, there's so much. Do you know that on June the 5th, on May no, I'm wrong again. I'm getting old. On November the 5th, 1982, which was about 3 or 4 months after the incident, my wife asked me the first question she'd asked me. We were driving from one award ceremony to another, and you were being hosed down with awards. She asked me 3 questions. I can't remember the third, but the first one was, did you think you were going to die? Which I didn't answer. The second was, how long is this media interest going to go on? And I said, it'll be dead by Christmas, my love. And here we are coming up to 42 years since it happened on June the 24th, and you're still talking to me about it. And quite honestly, she's had some real fun out of it. We've been all over the world talking about it. She's had some fantastic trips, and I did all the work.
Yeah. How much do you talk about talking there? How much do you talk to the passengers? How much do you tell them in an emergency situation?
Bear in mind, you're going to make me really nervous if you say...
Well, I'd rather know than not know.
I'd rather not.
No, you don't want to tell them. But on this occasion, I wanted to let we've been going 15 minutes with no engines going, roughly. 13 minutes we had totally no engine, 60 minutes from start to finish. But towards the end, I wanted to make sure that the cabin crew knew, or the chief steward, or whatever it was called in those days, cabin service director, knew what was happening. And I tried to call him on the telephone system. That wasn't working. And I had no other way but to use the passenger address. So I wanted to get the attention of my chief steward, and I got the attention of the world's press.
Yeah, well, the main thing is you got that plane down. Is it just when you emerged from the ash cloud, the engines gradually cleared themselves, or what happened? How did you get back on track?
Well, excuse me. Do you know, there was no real official inquiry done. And all I can assume is we came out underneath the ash because it was pitch black. It was late at night. It was we came out under the ash cloud, and we had 2 or 3 minutes of flight in clear air for the engines to clear partially when they started up again, because we were continually trying to get them going. And I don't know. It must have been nearly 100 times we tried the start procedure to get those engines going in that 16 minutes. 15
Well, you live to tell the tale, thank goodness, and you haven't done anything to reassure me about flying. If anything, you've done the opposite.
Flying is, I'm afraid, dangerous.
Right, great.
There's no doubt about it. But it's pretty safe.
All right, Eric Moody, we have to leave it there.
It is, but it's pretty safe. Because
pretty safe.
People do it all the time.
Eric, lovely talking to you. Thank you very much indeed. Got to leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you.